Or you mean you want to be able to see? Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the surfing.
I told Luke I went I'm like, you can't work with your phone.
That's probably the biggest difference. The body shapes way. They're like this guys, they're all very showing up. We started March Madness. We had 40, 50 kids.
Oh, that's great.
It was good. I mean, good stuff. So in another year,
It's a blurry video, like right there.
It would have been.
It actually gets blurry. You see the difference in how clear it is now?
Yeah. The smile, but you can't see the smile.
Get some green lemon, just gonna give a drink.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close. The 75 is really bad right now. That's really the only way to get it.
Really? I was trying to answer your phone, but it wouldn't connect.
There's like some of it's only 2 lanes.
Was it construction? Is that what this?
Yeah, yeah, no, it's literally only 2 lanes. Like 2 or 3 of them are just fully like, they're like fully replacing that for probably like 5-ish mile sections of private. Which isn't that long, but you know, it takes forever when you're stopped. It's not easy to wait for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because then it goes from 4 or 5 minutes to 2 lanes and then the squish. That takes forever. It's fine if you can through it, but he's a lot more like calm about it. Well, I mean, honestly, he was pretty behaved when he was here, but that was because he was getting attention constantly.
Oh, sure.
So, you know, he was getting off at a nailing a huge job.
He needs to be okay. He's doing anything.
Yeah, she's looking at school draft. She's looking to transfer to for the either the fall or the next semester.
Oh,
Because she has 2 associates now, so she was still actually finish it with a bachelor's.
oh, she's fine.
All over the place. So that basically like almost the same city, so I mean, like half it doesn't apply to her, but so like Texas, Portland, and Seattle.
That's kind of where you're looking to.
Yeah, I mean, those are people in town. Those are in town. So those are good jobs for finding people. I just like Seattle, Portland. I don't know.
Your mom liked Boston.
Yeah, I know it's amazing. There's a little bit weird. They're going to really blackouts in the winter because of their, like, their
Yeah,
power structures.
their power structure's terrible. Yeah.
So, like, that's the only reason I would go there if that wasn't an
I'm
issue.
assuming you should fix it if you have to. How long is it gonna take?
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be like a, you know, next year it's fine, or is it gonna be years from now, and then first project.
No, I don't remember.
We'll see that. Other than that, though, it's really nice city. There's super cheap.
When do you have to get a house that you're in?
Police goes through a list.
Oh,
So it's not gonna be an issue. Police letter in June or July. So I think the longest that
Okay. We'll get started. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Stoney Creek Athletic Director Rick Chikaki. I'd like to thank you for coming or watching today's signing ceremony, which is actually 3 events in one. Because of attendance restrictions, we are celebrating in 3 phases 8 of our student athletes who are committed to continue their athletic careers with the colleges of their choice. So here in this, the middle ceremony, we will be recognizing Kevarr Ellis, Grant Lowry, and Cole Lumen. Kevarr, to my left, has received a scholarship to play football at Campbellsville University in Kentucky, and he is accompanied by his parents Pedro and KC and his stepmom Shaniqua. Grant, in the middle, has committed to play football at the University of Rochester in New York, and he's joined by his parents John and Vicky. And Cole, to the far left, is going to play football at Hope College, and he's with his parents Matt and Lindsay. The student athletes we honored earlier today were Erin Benitez, who next year will be rowing at the University of Michigan, and Ainsley Guse, who received a scholarship to play volleyball at Kent State University. The student athletes we'll be recognizing later today are Ryan Ecko, who will be playing football at Siena Heights University, Evan Miller, who will be swimming at Saginaw Valley State University, and John Rabo, who will be playing football at Wayne State University. Each of these students' accomplishments, athletic and academic, are outlined in the programs, which are available online at our Twitter feed, @Cougars_Stoney. The way it works is I'll talk about each individual for a couple minutes, including going over some of their accomplishments, as well as giving you some background about them from current coaches and former coaches. We then will watch a short video of their coach and teammates saying a few words about them, and then afterward, each individual will get a chance to say a few words. By the way, a huge thank you goes to Stoney Creek teacher Cassidy Hahn, who put together our video clips, which run anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes. And once that's done, we have a couple of gifts for the student athletes, but as custom, I will start in alphabetical order. So, we'll start with Kubar Ellis. A year ago, Kevarr admits he wasn't happy at Clarkston, where he was a junior, and he was considering moving in with his dad, who lived in Rochester, and transferring to Stoney Creek. His teammates caught wind of this and tried to convince Kevarr that it would be a mistake, that Stoney Creek wasn't good at football, and that they wanted him to stay. But Kevarr, who was only playing on first down at Clarkston, wasn't having it, and actually attended the Cougars playoff game against Lake Orion, which ended in a 21-14 loss, even though the Cougars dominated much of the game. Lake Orion, by the way, had hammered Clarkston earlier in the season. Kevarr told me, "I saw the game and said, these boys want to win." So Kevarr decided to transfer and became even more convinced he made the right choice when he started working out in the weight room with the Cougars and then when he met Coach Nick Merlo. The 6'2" nose tackle worked hard in the offseason, losing more than 30 pounds and turning fat into muscle. His playing weight went from 353 while at Clarkston to 320. He told me, "Coach Merlo was one of the biggest reasons why I'm down, and at my best," he said. He coached like his life depended on it. Coach Merlo said when Kevarr got to Stoney, that Kevarr trusted the process and the coaching staff. Coach Merlo said, "For all of us, he could be 6'5", 270, and run a 4.4. But if you don't know our culture, you will not meld with our team." What he did fit into our armor-up culture, and he bought in the right way. He's big and runs well, but buying into our culture, that's what we were most pleased about. Kevarr was dominant on the defensive line, finishing with 19 tackles and 9 sacks. He earned all OAA and all region honors while helping the Cougars to their first undefeated season, the OAA White Division title, and their first playoff win in school history. He told me, "The season was 100% better than I thought it would be. I wouldn't change this move for anything." Kevarr received about 50 college scholarship offers and was 97% sure he was going to attend Siena Heights before opting for Campbellsville University in Kentucky. He said, "It's 7 hours away, but I'm going to grow as a man if I leave." That was the biggest reason. Campbellsville has high expectations for Kevarr. The coach referred to him as a blue chipper, as does Kevarr and Coach Merlo, both of whom believe he can step right in and contribute right away as a freshman. Kevarr told me, I just want to take it 1 year at a time. I put myself in a mindset where I want to be able to prove myself. And I felt I did that with Clarkston, but now I want to do it on a bigger scale. Now I'm going to a different state. Yep, you are, but even though you were at Stoney Creek for a year, Kevarr, you'll always be a part of this historic team. So, at this time, let's view a few messages from your teammates. To you, Kevarr.
Congratulations, Kevarr, on committing to Campbellsville. Your hard work has surely paid off. We're so proud of you. We're so happy that we got to coach you this past year. You're such an addition to our team and our program and our hard culture. You came with an elite attitude and effort, outworked all of your opponents, and it showed on the football field on Friday nights. We're really going to miss you. I love you. Can't wait to see you at Campbellsville. One of the plays that really sticks out in my mind was that Southfield game when they threw that screen pass, right? You're a defensive tackle, and you ran that dude down that probably was a 4.6, 4.5, 40, just on effort alone. And so, can't wait to see what you do at Campbellsville. They're getting one heck of a football player. I wish you all the best of luck. Stay in touch. And as always, armor up. We love you, man.
Kevarr is a great football player because he's a hard-working kid and gives everything he's got each and every play out on the field. He's a good teammate because he's fun to be around and makes everyone better at practice. I can't wait to see what he's going to do the next 4 years down at Campbellsville. Good luck, dude. Armor up.
My name is Rayba. I'm a senior at Stoney Creek High School and I play football and baseball. I want to take the time to talk about another one of my teammates who's committed to Campbellsville University, Kubar Ellis. Getting to know Kevarr over the season was awesome. He's a great, fun guy with a great personality, and he always seems to make me smile no matter what. He just brings his joy and carries his energy around him that everybody loves. Going into the season, we knew we were missing one spot on defense, and it was just we couldn't find the perfect puzzle. And Kevarr steps in as a transfer from Clarkston and just comes in as a leader in the weight room, a leader on the field, and he really fit that piece well, and I don't think we would have done as well as we did without him. Kevarr, congratulations on going to Campbellsville University. I know you're going to do great things down there, and you got a fan right here, man.
What makes Kevarr such a good player? He's just got such a great work ethic, and he's willing to grind it out whenever he needs to and go the extra mile, and that's what's put him where he's at right now, and today, and wherever else he's going to land. What makes him such a great teammate is he's always willing to step in and teach. He's also willing to answer and ask questions whenever they pop up. And as a person, yeah, like I said, he's willing to fill in and hop up whenever anyone needs him. So that's just a great quality to have. Expectations. I know he wants to get to the league, so if he keeps working, that's where I expect him to be. If that's what his goal is, he's better work for that goal and get there if he wants it. So, big things ahead. My final message to Kevarr is he's just got to keep doing what he's doing, keep grinding, grind more if you can. I mean, do it all you can to get to your goal, because I know you want to get that.
Okay. So at this time, Kevarr, why don't you come on up here and let's hear from you.
I want to make it quick, but at the same time, I gotta speak from my mind. I mean, you know, coming here, it was like I had to buy into their system, and it was like for me, I wasn't appreciated at Clarkston, and they just, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a struggle because when you're at a school for so long, it takes a lot out of you to just think about everything that you've been through as a young child, being with these guys and hearing this and that, and then hearing promises, and then also you kind of see how those promises wasn't always there. And one thing that my dad always told me was, friends are always gonna be there, but sometimes you gotta focus on you. And to me, that stuck with me. And I had to sit back and go, what do I need to do? What's going to help me best? Because I'm going to a school where, of course, you know, Clarkson state champions, this, and that. Then everyone's like, oh, Stoney sucks, this, and that. And I'm like, you know, they're a building program. They were 5-5 last year. They beat a team that was as good as we were this year. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it was like, they're building. So why not go to a program that's building? Because to me, I just felt like I was unappreciated, and you know, you already know the guys that they have, this, and that, but I felt like I need to step away from that and open up something new in my life. And for me, moving here, it was the biggest and the best thing that I've ever done. And I said it the last time when we lost to Romeo. I said I wouldn't trade to go to any other team. Like, first time I came in here, it was literally like they brought me in, no one, you know what I'm saying? Like the energy level was just unmatched. And I'm like, oh yeah, this team wanna win. I just saw like Cole, John, Grant, everybody just talking and just, you know, being amped. I felt like I was in college already, because Merlo, I mean, you know, he mimics college all the way through. So for me, just coming in here, it was like, I know I gotta, whatever my mindset I'm thinking now, I have to change it, because I'm coming into a program where they want to win, so I can't just slack, because these guys been around forever. They've been around since they was young. I can't just come in and just half do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, with them being there for so long. So for me, that also motivated me to keep going harder, because I didn't want to let them down. And I know they was like, oh yeah, we need this piece. And I was praying that I was that piece. Because I came in, everyone's like, oh, you're gonna start this, and that. No, I came here like, I'm trying to earn my spot, because nothing's given. So to me, that right there just, I mean, they opened their arms, and then it just knocked off. Like, these guys, my brothers now. I got their back 100%, no matter what. They hit me up. I'm texting them like, what's up? What's going on? Congratulations. Like, it's not just, oh yeah, we're a football team. No, we're brothers now. So it's family to me. So for me, just moving here, it was just very important, and I'm so happy I did it. I can't repeat it enough. I'm so happy I did it, and I just want to thank God. I want to thank my family. I mean, I want to thank these guys. I want to thank Coach Merlo. I want to thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chakaki. I mean, I'm just in awe. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, this is just, to me, it's still unbelievable that what we did was just amazing. And I'm just so happy that I'm with these guys, and you know, I'm excited for my next step, and me moving to Kentucky, 7 hours away. I mean, I left the school where I was there for nearly 12 years of my life and went to another uncomfortable environment. So me going somewhere else to an uncomfortable environment is nothing new. I did it before, doing it here. So to me, I just felt like, you know, that was just amazing, and I just can't thank you guys enough. Coach Merlo, I didn't even see you. Thank you so much. Like, you don't understand, I'm sorry, I'm just like, it's crazy. Like, Coach Merlo been there, like, man, he's amazing. Like, for him to open his arms for me, you know. I mean, I went to a school where they wanted me to play after I had my concussion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And then Coach Merlo just came in and he gave me everything that I needed. He was always there. He gave me advice. I mean, he was always understanding if I couldn't make it for something. And it's just like, man, I just can't thank you enough, man.
Love you, Kubar.
Love you too, Coach. And I just, I tried to tell myself I wasn't gonna cry, but I couldn't help it, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to thank everybody that's been supporting me through the season and helping me through this journey, because this is only the beginning. It really is. And I promise you, when I'm telling you now, when I make the league, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give back to the same people that open their arms for me. I promise you. That is a promise from me to you guys. When I make the league, not if, not none of that. No, when I make the league, I'm coming back and I'm gonna give back, and I promise you that. So I just want to say thank you for everybody that's been supporting me through this season, and armor up.
That was awesome. Good luck, Grant and Cole, topping that one. Okay, so next up is Grant Lowry. Day in and day out during the season and even out of it, Coach Merlo said he could always count on Grant. Grant was a 3-year, two-way starter for the Cougars. On offense, he played offensive tackle as a sophomore before moving to tight end the past 2 seasons. And on defense, he was a stalwart in the line. Grant's a great guy, and we love having him on the team, Coach Merlo told me. He's an extremely hard worker. When he played basketball, he still lifted. He had rigorous academic courses, and he never missed anything or made excuses. He's a great blueprint for someone who always worked hard, never made excuses, never complained, and kept pushing through rigorous summers in the off-season. He always works. Not surprisingly, Grant, who was a team captain in football and also in basketball for the freshman and JV teams, twice won the team's Ironman award. He also carries a 4.13 grade point average. On the field, he recorded 32 tackles, 7 for loss, and 4.5 sacks. Always a clutch player, he also scored 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions last season. He earned all-league and all-region accolades while helping the Cougars to the playoffs twice, their first unbeaten regular season, the OAA White Division title, and their first playoff victory in school history. Grant, who stands 6'3" and weighs about 245, was recruited by several colleges before deciding on the University of Rochester in New York. RPI and Case Western were his other finalists. Grant told me that Rochester felt just like this Rochester, plus he liked the campus, coaches, and the structure of the classes, the structure of the classes. He added it was completely incidental that he chose a school called Rochester. He is unsure what side of the ball he will play on in college, but he believes the coaching staff is leaning toward defense. He also believes in the team, which although winless last season, was very young. He told me it's going to turn into a successful program while I'm there. Grant plans to study mechanical engineering in Rochester. And now let's take a look at some messages from Coach and some teammates.
Congratulations, Grant, on your commitment to the University of Rochester. They're getting our Mr. Ironman, playing on both sides of football for the last 3 years up on varsity, one of the originals. Coming up, last 3 years under the Armor Up culture. Thanks for all you've done, man. You've worked your tail off in and out of the classroom to get to where you are. We're really going to miss you. One of the plays that sticks out in my mind is this year against Adams, coming up with a huge catch on third or fourth down, rumbling and stumbling to pick up and earn that first down to keep the drive going. Always going to remember how hard you work, how physical you were. You will be missed. We love you. Can't wait to see what you do the next 4 years. Armor up.
Grant Lowry is an extremely intelligent and dedicated individual. Grant's athletic and analytical methods will continue to serve him well both on and off the field as he advances at the collegiate level. Grant's loyalty to his teammates, friends, and family are steadfast. As a longtime friend, there's never any doubt in my mind that Grant is a person I can count on. These admirable qualities will continue to aid him in his future success.
What makes Grant such a great player is he just has that dog mentality. He's always pushing himself to be better, pushing himself towards greatness. He's always going after the ball, always pursuing, always taking that extra step that just pushes you over the edge. And as a person, he's just a great guy to be around. You know, he's always lighthearted. He's a smart guy, and brilliant, one of the best guys I know in my math class. For college, I expect nothing but big things for him. I expect him to ball out. And if anything, for me to say to you, Grant, is just good luck at the next level, and don't stop working.
I would say what made Grant such a good football player is his knowledge of the game. I mean, we'll be on the sidelines or we'll be during the game and he'll know everyone's assignment and know exactly where to be at the right time. So I would say, you know, that is something that stood out to me as far as, you know, watching Grant play. What makes him a great teammate was he would help me, you know, Coach Griffin, you know, call the play, you know, and then I'll look at Grant like, oh crap, Grant, what do? He said, bro, just blow him up. I'm like, all right, bet. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just the little things like that made him such a great teammate because he wasn't just focused on him. He was focused on helping others and making sure that everyone knew what they had to do at that right time. As far as expectations, I mean, Grant's he's a smart player. He's very agile. He's athletic. So I mean, as long as he keeps that up and only improves and he's not satisfied, I mean, he's gonna make it far. I mean, he's really smart and he's gonna get the job done. And he's for sure got his teammates back no matter what. So as long as he does that, he's gonna be perfectly fine in college. Hey Grant, best of luck, man, and you're gonna dominate at Rochester University. Congrats on your commitment, and it's only
All right. So at this time, Grant, why don't you come on up and say a few words?
I'm not going to be able to top what Kevarr did, but we're going to keep this short and sweet. I'd like to start thanking everyone that helped me get to this point. First of all, I'd like to start thanking the youth organization I played for, which was the Rochester Redskins, and all the coaches for giving me a good foundation as a player. I'd like to thank all the coaches here at Stoney, including the freshman level with Coach Zuby and Coach DeSantis, and of course Coach Merlot and his coaching staff, and all the other teammates I have, and Kevarr and Cole and everyone else over there. And most of all, I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me through all this and sacrificing all they have. I'd like to thank my dad for putting in all the work he has involving the college search, recruiting, doing all the visits. And I'd like to thank my mom for doing everything she does on a daily basis. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing at the next level at University of Rochester for the next 4 years. And I'm also excited to be able to play the game I love, as well as getting one of the top tier educations. And I plan to study either mechanical engineering or computer science there for my time. Thank you.
Okay. And last in this session will be Cole Lumen. So the student athletes on this stage all have so many great attributes and traits. They're smart, energetic, great football players. But one trait that Cole may have over these other guys and all of his teammates, no offense guys, is just how nice of a young man he is. Soft-spoken, kind, caring. Well, believe it or not, before this season, that was a problem on the football field because he carried that attitude with him when he put on the pads. A 3-year starter, Cole was a good linebacker, but he was missing something. Coach Merlot told me, as a sophomore and junior, he was like he was off the field. But this year, he turned into what we call a dude. He was super physical and had an edge to him, and that's what we needed to make him an all-region type linebacker. Indeed, Cole had quite the year. He led the team in tackles with 66, including 10 for loss and 30 solos. He also had 5 sacks, 2 breakups, 2 pass breakups, and 2 forced fumbles. He also played some fullback and caught 3 passes, 2 which went for TDs for 47 yards. He earned all league and all region honors, as well as getting named honorable mention All North. A captain, he helped the Cougars to their first unbeaten regular season, the OAA White Division title, and their first playoff victory in school history. Cole, who stands 6'2" and weighs about 210, was recruited by several colleges before deciding on Hope over the other finalists, which were Dayton, Valparaiso, and Hillsdale. Both of Cole's parents, Matt and Lindsay, went to Hope, so Cole is quite familiar with the campus and its athletic programs. He told me, at first I wanted to go somewhere else. I wanted to create my own legacy, and then I realized it is my legacy to make my own at Hope. Said Coach Merlot, Cole definitely will make his own legacy because he's one of those young men who will outwork the competition, and he's a great teammate. He really empathizes with his teammates and cares about each and every one of them. Cole, who carries a 4.05 grade point average, plans to study mathematics at Hope with the hopes of becoming a sports statistician, an accountant, or an actuary. So now let's view some messages for Cole.
I'm committed to Hope College. They're getting an awesome football player and an even better young man. Cole, your character has really transformed the culture of our program. Your leadership on and off the field has made our program bigger and better than it was when you started 3 years ago. You continue to choose elite, you work your tail off, and this past season, you really turned it up to the next level and became one of those dudes for us at linebacker and at tight end. Really gonna miss coaching you, love coaching you for the last 3 years. One of the plays that sticks out in my mind was in Adams making that awesome tackle on the blitz, set a tone for our team the rest of the way. You're going to do great things at Hope, Cole. Keep working, and remember, armor up.
Cole Lumen is an outstanding football player. Cole is, without a doubt, one of the most competitive teammates I've ever had. Cole's a perfect example of Proverbs 27:17, as iron sharpens iron, so does one man sharpen another. Cole's constant drive to outwork and outthink his opponents inspire all of his teammates. Cole always gives his best both on and off the field. Cole's a loyal friend, always willing to go the extra mile for not only his friends, but also for a complete stranger. I know that Cole will continue his success as he competes at the next level and on the football field and in the classroom, and that will carry on into his adult life.
Hi, my name is Rayba. I'm a senior at Stoney Creek High School, and I play football and baseball. I'd like to take the time to talk about one of my teammates, Cole Lumen. Cole just committed to Hope, so go Hope. I gotta get me some swag, and I'm gonna go be cheering all my Stoney guys on there. I know you're gonna do great things there. But one of the main things I love about Cole is on the field, he plays hard, he's an animal, and he's a leader. But once you get off the field and you really get to know him, he's a great person. He's a great friend. He always knows what to do in the right situations, and he leads by example just by setting the tone in the way he walks. I'm so glad to be able to play with Cole throughout my years at Stoney, football and baseball. And off the field, he's just an even better friend. So congratulations, Cole, once again. Go Hope, and I'm glad to call you my brother.
Congratulations, Cole, for signing to play football at the next level. I'm so proud of you. Cole's one of the hardest working kids out there and is always so determined to be his best. He's always trying to help other players be their best and motivate them. The experiences that you have brought to other coaches, other players, and myself during your career here at Stoney are unforgettable. Being able to watch you play every year and continuously get better was amazing. Also, being able to play next to you for your senior year was one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me. I can't wait to see what great things you accomplish at Hope. Bleed orange and blue, go.
All right, so Cole, come on up.
All right. First off, I'd like to thank my family for the person I am today. I wouldn't be where I am without them. I'd also like to thank Coach Merlo, Coach Griff, and the rest of my coaches who have coached me throughout my years. You've had a huge influence on my life and helped me not only succeed on the field, but also off. I'd like to thank them for pushing me day in and day out to be a better person. I'm thrilled that I can say my dream of playing college football is finally coming true. Ever since I picked up a football, I knew this was the sport that I wanted to play. I'm excited to get started at Hope in the fall and can't wait for 4 more years of playing ball. Go Dutch, armor up.
All right, so let's give Kevarr, Grant, and Cole a round of applause for their effort and dedication to performance. At this time, guys, if you want to sign your ceremonial letters of intent, that'd be great. All good, guys? All right. So one last thing, Kubar, Grant, Cole, have all poured your hearts and souls into the sports here at Stoney, and we decided to thank you guys for your efforts with some gifts. So for each of you, we have a picture plaque with an action photo included and the engraving that reads, "Congratulations on signing to play where you're playing, and you'll always be part of the Stoney Creek family." Okay, so in the past, this is where we take, we end it and take for pictures and cake. We still can take some pictures, but we can't, since we can't share a cake here because of the pandemic, we decided to give each of the guys their own cake. So hold on a second. All right, guys, so that concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for all tuning in and coming. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you know that dope. You show that dope. Oh yeah. That is a sick jacket. That's sweet.
Why is she looking? Good.
Actually, no, it's up the stairs. Dude, I really thought we had to. Oh, we're taking down. I should. Unless. I can't wait. Okay. 6 though.
All right, let's get started. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Stoney Creek Athletic Director Rick Jakacki. I'd like to thank you for coming or watching today's signing ceremony, which was actually 3 events in one. Because of attendance restrictions, we're celebrating 8 student athletes who are signing to play college in 3 different phases. So in this, the final ceremony of the day, we'll be recognizing Ryan Eckhout, Evan Miller, and John Rabo. Ryan, to my left, has committed to play football at Siena Heights. He's accompanied by his parents, Pat and Tina. Evan, in the middle, is signed to swim at Saginaw Valley State. He's joined by his parents, Darren and Marissa. And John is going to play football at Wayne State, and he's with his mom and dad, John and Karen. The student athletes we honored earlier today were Erin Benitez, who next year will row at the University of Michigan. Ainsley Guse, who received a scholarship to play volleyball at Kent State University. Kevarr Ellis, who will be playing football at Campbellsville University in Kentucky. Grant Lowry, who will be playing football at the University of Rochester in New York. And Cole Lumen, who will be playing football at Hope College. Each of these students' academic and athletic achievements, their top achievements, are outlined in the programs, which for those of you who are here, they're out in the lobby, and not here, they're on Twitter. At Cougars_Stoney. So the way this works is I'm going to talk for a couple minutes about each individual, including going over some of their accomplishments as well as give you some background about what their coaches say about them. We'll then watch a short video of their coaches and teammates saying a few words about them. Then afterward, each individual will get a chance to say a few words. By the way, a huge thank you goes out to Stoney Creek teacher Cassidy Hahn, who put together the video clips. So, as customary, we'll start in alphabetical order. So we'll start with Ryan Eckhout. Okay, there were some unsung heroes on the 2020 Stoney Creek football team, but I'm not sure they were any bigger than this young man on my left, Ryan Eckhout. While quarterbacks often get the lion's share of the spotlight, Ryan was quite the opposite. He went unnoticed in some games, as All-State tailback Cameron Burford received, and rightfully so, many of the headlines. The Cougars had their best season in program history, recording their first unbeaten regular season, winning the OAA White Division, as well as their first playoff victory in school history. Ryan was quietly effective. He completed 66.1% of his passes while throwing for 8 touchdowns. He also rushed for 137 yards in the score. He threw on average fewer than 8 passes per game. And he was okay with that. He told me over the weekend, "I thought when my number was called, I knew what to do." One game in which Ryan was especially up to task, and he actually did steal some spotlight, came in the playoff win against Chippewa Valley. He completed all 6 of his passes, I believe for a couple touchdowns, and he also made some big runs in that game. It was a performance like that helped Ryan catch the eye of several Division II, III, and NAIA schools. He eventually chose Siena Heights over other finalists, Indiana Wesleyan, Indianapolis, and Worcester. He told me, "It's a good fit for me. I like the academic side of it. I really don't see myself succeeding at a big school. I like the student and staff ratio, and I like the coaches." Ryan, a 2-year starter who threw 11 touchdown passes as a junior, twice earned all OAA honors, and was a captain for 2 seasons. Coach Nick Merlo said he thinks Ryan can eventually take over as the starting quarterback at Siena Heights. He said, "Ryan works extremely hard. He loves playing quarterback and takes it very seriously. And Siena Heights is going to get a guy who is extremely dedicated to that position." Ryan carries a 3.847 grade point average and plans to pursue a degree in exercise science with a minor in business, with postgraduate plans to attain a degree in physical therapy. So now let's view some message for Ryan from some of his teammates.
Congratulations, Ryan, on committing to Siena Heights. They're getting one heck of a quarterback that absolutely loves the position, is willing to work as hard as he possibly can to earn that starting spot. Have loved coaching you over the last 2 years. You've grown as a quarterback and as a leader for us over those 2 years. Man, the play, or I should say the whole game that really sticks out to me is that Chippewa Valley game, the first ever playoff win in Stoney Creek history, where you went perfect throwing the football and ran the ball extremely well for us too. You know, that was such an amazing moment for our program and for you guys, and all the hard work you've put in, the early mornings, the late nights, really paid off. Really gonna miss coaching you, love you to death, wish nothing but the best for you moving forward, and keep working, my man, because Siena Heights is gonna need someone to lead them to new heights, man. So, stay in touch, and as always, armor up.
What makes Ryan Eckhout such a great player is just his mentality. He's a phenomenal leader, and he pushes everyone else around him. And when the team succeeds, he gives that accolade to the team. And when the team has maybe a letdown, he takes that personally, you know, as a leader should. Then as a person, he's just a great guy to be around. You know, he's such a lighthearted guy, you know, and he's always cracking jokes and he'll make me laugh. Then for college, I expect nothing but big things for you. I expect you to go out there and do what you've always done and pull your team together and get championships out there. And then if I had anything to say to you, it's just go big or go home. The sky's the limit for you, man. Don't let everybody stop you or tell you otherwise.
QB1, I'm glad to have been able to call you my quarterback and one of my good friends for as long as I can remember. Since the North Hill days where it'd be me, you, and Marcus versus everybody at recess, so we'd still win. You were one of the most selfless and diligent individuals that I've ever met, on and off the football field. And when that carries into college, you'll have great things going for you. I expect you to keep working hard like you have been, and I expect you to be great at Siena, on the field and in academics. I just want to say thank you for being a great friend and teammate for basically our whole lives since I started playing football, and I wish the best of luck to you in college.
All right, so now, Ryan, let's hear from you. Come on up.
First off, I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Jakacki for putting this together. Next person I want to thank is God. Thank you for opening up so many opportunities throughout my life and showing me how to play the real game of life. Thank you to the Rochester Redskins and all the coaching staffs, from Coach Rush to when I was a little kid and first started playing, to Coach Reed. You guys really showed me how to play the game of football and molded the game into my brain. To my mom and dad, thank you for the late nights and early mornings, from all the long yelling car rides home from a young age after a bad game to picking me up when I'm down. I can't thank you guys enough. To my sisters, Courtney and Emily, thank you for supporting me every day of the year. You guys seem like the only one who can put a smile on my face when I come home from a practice or a game upset. To Devin, even though you're not here, but I know you're watching, thank you for taking me under your wing starting in the summer of 2019. Not only have you taught me countless football skills, but you've helped me with many countless life lessons outside of football. The one quote that has stuck with me since I met you is you told me you can work as hard as possible, and sometimes what you want might not happen. I truly played my whole senior year thinking of that quote in the back of my mind, and thankfully I got what I set out for. To Chris Huff, I haven't known you for long, maybe 8 months, but you've had a huge impact on my life. From all the miserable quarantine workouts, to driving to Ferndale to get stretched before game days, and to you putting me on a diet that changed my body. Thank you, and I can't wait to continue my journey with you. To Coach Merlo, thank you for all you sacrificed for us to have an outstanding year. Thanks for coming to Stoney and changing the way people look at the football program. To my teammates, thank you for pushing me day in and day out, picking me up when I'm down, and selling me when I succeed. Everything we accomplished together will be on my mind the rest of my life, and I'll be able to tell you stories about every one of you. With that being said, I will be continuing my next 4 to 5 years at the University of Siena Heights. Go Saints!
Nice job, Ryan. Okay, so next up is Evan Miller. Evan has swam at Saginaw Valley State University for various events throughout his career, but he said never did he think he would go to school there. Then this year, he received a surprise text and then a call from the Saginaw Valley State coach, who impressed Evan enough for him to set up a tour of the campus. Evan, who was also considering offers from Central Michigan and Wayne State, liked what he saw, but he said he picked Saginaw Valley because it came down to how excited the coach was to have me swim there. It helped too, that Saginaw Valley has a top-notch engineering program and a brand new business school, and that Evan, who carries a 4.1 grade point average, plans to go into either mechanical engineering or accounting. He also hopes to make his mark in the water, which he certainly has at Stoney Creek. Evan is a 4-year state and Oakland County qualifier, a 3-year sectional qualifier, and the 2019 OAA White Division champion in the 100 backstroke. He's the school record holder in the 100 back, as well as a member of the school record 200 medley relay team. He also swims the 100 free and on the 400 freestyle relay team. Evan helped the Cougars win the OAA White in 2018 and move up to the powerful Red, in which the Cougars this year finished second only to powerhouse Seaholm. Evan is seated third in the 100 back of the upcoming state finals. Erica Thomas, his coach, said, "What makes Evan so good is his dedication. Every single day, he is the first one in the water, and he's always looking to get better." Said Evan, "I wouldn't be there 2 mornings a week and every day after school if I absolutely didn't love what I'm doing. It's really important to have something you enjoy as much as I enjoy swimming." Coach Thomas said she believes Evan will continue to improve and contribute immediately at Saginaw Valley as one of its top backstrokers. Evan is hopeful. He's told me, "I'm just super excited to see what's next. Obviously, it's a whole new world in college athletics, and I'm thankful to be in this position for my coaches here and my future coaches." So now let's view some messages for Evan.
Evan, I know I speak for our entire team when I say we're so proud of you and we're so excited for you to take your swimming career to the next level. What makes Evan such a great swimmer is his ability to never give up and to never back down from a challenge. No matter how great the person next to him swimming is, he'll never back down from it, and he'll most of the time come out first. So he's an amazing swimmer. What makes him such a great teammate is his determination and leadership. I know me personally, his leadership inspires me every day to do better in the pool. When his pep talks before our meets are really inspirational, and I don't think that anyone is more pumped before meet than Evan Miller. So his leadership is just unlike any other, and it's amazing. I think also I speak for my team. We expect Evan to do awesome things in college, put up some crazy times and kick some butt. Evan, thank you so much for being such an awesome teammate and an awesome friend, and I can't wait to see what you can do.
First off, I'd like to congratulate Evan for being able to take his swim to the next level. He's worked very hard for it, and it's very well deserved. So first off, what makes Evan such a good swimmer is his focus on all of the little things that a lot of people maybe look over. For example, his turns and underwaters are absolutely amazing, and he's probably the best on the team with his turns. Evan is a great teammate because he is always very positive and encouraging. He's always optimistic, and he always pushes people to do their best, even if the team is dead tired from morning practice, or if someone's just not swimming well, he'll still push them to do their best. At the next level, I expect Evan will adapt very well to the new environment, and I expect that he'll get better in order to compete with everyone, and hopefully he'll find as much success in college as he did in high school swimming. Good luck, Evan.
Hi, Erin Benitez here from Stoney Creek Boys Swim and Dive. Just actually getting out of the swim meet. Evan Miller, graduating senior of ours here at Stoney Creek High School, and assigned to Saginaw Valley for next year. We're so excited for him and his next steps. Evan is obviously a great swimmer. He is one of our top sprinters, our school record holder in the backstroke, and a major player on all of our state level relays. He pushes himself every single day in practice. He is the first person in the water every day and definitely leads by example when it comes to our younger swimmers. He's a great teammate. He's our only two-time captain here in the program, both his junior and senior year. Excellent leader and super supportive of all of our athletes, regardless of their level. As far as expectations in college and beyond, definitely looking forward to seeing him continue to improve at Saginaw. He's having a fantastic year this year, and he still has a long way left to go in the sport. Congratulations, Evan.
Evan, we are all so proud of you for taking your swimming career to the next level, and we can't wait to see what you do in college. What makes Evan such a great swimmer? Evan's such a great swimmer because he's always passionate and motivated, and it really affects his teammates around him. I know myself, I'm very passionate and motivated as well, just because of him. What makes Evan such a great teammate in person? Evan's such a great teammate in person because he's so friendly, and he's a great leader. I know that everyone on the team sees him as just like a great friend, and overall, just he leads the team very well. And my expectations for Evan at the next level, I expect Evan to kill it as usual. Evan's such a great swimmer, and I want to see him put up some crazy times in college. And I want him to continue being the passionate and motivated person he is today. Evan, thank you so much.
Okay, Evan, you want to come up and say a few words?
I would like to begin by taking the time to thank my friends, family, especially my parents, my neighbors, teammates, current coaches, and future coaches for their unwavering support through my many years of swimming. I've appreciated each and every kind word, act of encouragement, and moment of tough love. As I look forward to the next steps in my athletic career, I cannot help but reminisce of the many joyous moments I've shared with my teammates during the past 4 years of high school swimming. From the before-school workouts to the exciting championship meets, there was never a dull moment. While I have certainly appreciated the time I spent in high school, I realize that it's now time to move forward with my academics and athletics. I'll be attending Saginaw Valley State University next fall. I'm extremely excited to begin my college journey and to explore all that the university has to offer. I know that with these next steps, I will be well on my way to achieving my goals in the classroom and in the pool. I'm very excited to see what the future holds. Thank you.
Nice job, Evan. Okay, so last is John Rabo. If you're looking for a guy who sets the tone for the football team this season and the last couple of years, look no further than the young man on my far left, Johnny Rabo. Confident, brash, physical, and one heck of a football player. All describe the 6'1", 220 pounder. Coach Burlow said, "Johnny's awesome. He's definitely our vocal leader, the guy who got us juiced and ready to go." Indeed, no one could get a team up like John, and few could play like him. John caught 11 passes for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns this season, and on defense he was a terror, recording 45 tackles, including 9 for loss and 9 sacks. He was named to the M-Live Dream Team, All-Region, All-OAA twice, Second Team North by both the Free Press and News, and honorable mention All-State. The Cougars had their best season in program history, recording their first unbeaten regular season winning the OAA White, as well as getting their first playoff victory in school history. John, who is a stand-up baseball player as well, said football is his favorite sport because, quote, I can be different and hit people and not get in trouble. He added that during practices and games, he believes, quote, no one can touch me on the field. Ever since I was little, I've been confident. I've always thought I was the best. Coach Merlo doesn't argue that point. He said, Johnny's definitely one of the toughest football players I've ever coached, and I'm definitely going to miss him. He represents the armor up culture best. At Wayne State, John said he expects to be redshirted and the following year challenged for time at fullback. Coach Merlo thinks he is underestimating himself. He said if Johnny gets bigger and learns the playbook, he has a chance to play right away. I really believe that. There's no doubt that John will be ready and work his butt off. There's also no doubt he will cherish his time playing football at Stoney Creek. He said, I have no regrets. I already miss it. So now, let's give some messages for John.
Congratulations, number 21, Johnny Rayba, on your commitment to Wayne State University. You're getting one heck of a football player, a young man that represents our armor up culture at an elite level who chose to be elite each and every day. Loved his work ethic, loved his attitude, enthusiasm, his love for the game. He's one heck of a football player on both sides of the football, someone that took our program to the next level with his buy-in and his leadership. Can't wait to see what you can do with the Warriors in the next 4 to 5 years, Johnny. We're already proud of you. One of the plays I remember the most is that Chip Valley game at Cleveland when you went across the formation, took that dude out, caught the ball, ran over someone else to get the first down. Always stepping up in big-time games, and we're gonna miss you. We love you. Keep working hard and armor up.
John is a great football player because he's an extremely hard worker and understands what his job is each and every play, and he gets the job done. He's a great teammate because he always puts the team first and cares about the team. I can't wait to see what he's going to do at Wayne State. You're going to accomplish some great things, dude. Keep working your butt off. Good luck and armor up.
First, I want to start off by saying how grateful I am to have had you as a teammate and to have you as a friend, John. All the way back since 6th-hour braces class in 6th grade. Your leadership and effort were just some of the small components to why you were such a good ball player, other than just being a complete beast. You brought so much juice and energy to each practice and each game, and you were always making sure kids were getting involved and getting their reps in, and you always just had that leadership quality to you. I expect you to do great things at Wayne State on the football field and in academics, and as long as you just keep being you, I'm sure the rest will fall into place.
John Rayba is an extremely hardworking and dedicated individual, and I have no doubt that that same hard work and dedication will continue to serve him greatly on and off the field during his collegiate career. I've been friends with John since we were very little kids, and he's proved to me time and time again to be an elite man of character, and he's always that person that will be there for you.
Okay, John, you want to come on up and say a few words?
For pushing me and helping me throughout the years we played together and all working towards that goal we had, to be the team that Stoney's never had before. Next, I'd like to thank all of my coaches. From Mustangs to Stoney, I always knew that my coaches believed in me and my abilities. I especially want to thank my youth coaches for helping me learn and understand the game at a high level. Also my high school coaches, DeSantis, Zuby, Wilson, Duffy, Cromie, the Merlots, Griff, Lumen, and Mad Dog. Without you guys, I don't see myself being where I'm at today. The amount of hard work, hours, and dedication that you guys gave to us was unbelievable and something that we've never had before at Stoney. Especially Coach Merlo. Coach Merlo came in and turned the program around to something that has never been before, and I'm extremely grateful for that. Looking back at my entire 4 years, it's hard to believe that it went by that fast, but I couldn't have asked for it better. Lastly, and most importantly, I want to thank my family. Everyone has their own why, and it comes to them at different times. My family is my why. Seeing them happy makes me happy, and I know that there's nothing more that they love to see me excel at what I do. So my mom, dad, Sid, and grandma, I want to thank you guys for always supporting me, coming to my games, driving me to practices, cheering me on the loudest when you know I hate it, and always believing in me. There's nothing I can do to pay any of that back, so I'll just continue to play hard. With all of that being said, I'm happy to officially take a step forward in my life and continue my journey at Wayne State University. Go Warriors.
Nice job, John. Okay, so let's give all three of these guys a round of applause for their temperament. So at this time, let's have you guys sign your ceremonial letters of intent. Sorry about that. Okay, so one last thing is Ryan, Evan, John, you've all poured your hearts and souls into the sport, into your sports here at Stoney. And we decided to thank you for our efforts with some gifts. So for each of you, we have plaques, picture plaques, that have it's engraved that says congratulations to your name, obviously, on signing to swim or play football. You'll always be a part of the Stoney Creek family. So. Okay, so in the past, this is where we break off our pictures and cake, but we can still take some pictures, but since we can't share a big cake here because of the pandemic, we've decided to give each of the guys their own cake. So hold on a second, guys. It won't take me as long. Okay, guys, so take them home, enjoy them with your family and friends. We'll have another ceremony next month for all those other athletes. I know we've got another 10 or 12 to honor next month, but in the meantime, armor up, as Coach Merlot would say. That concludes our ceremony. Thanks for all coming.
My camera's broken. That thing is set. You're gonna go, it looks like you're about to go out and coach another session. Yeah. I was like, who is that? I'm like, who's here? What coach from both is here?
I'm just that big.
I know, seriously, I want to give you work because you're like incognito here. Coach Lumen look going. Coach Bucket has to be doing that. So I just keep I've done a whole entire My video was